Today's Earth 8 report. Have you ever wondered what happens to tires when they get low on tread and then you have to take them in to be replaced? Well, we found tens of thousands of tires from the United States pose this environmental crisis on both sides of the border.
When Wild Coast did a cleanup in the Tijuana River channel, a major hurdle was the tremendous tire problem. Thousands of tires could be seen in this channel that's essentially a dumping ground for trash and sewage. It runs right through Tijuana, just south of San Diego, and it all leads to the ocean through the Tijuana River watershed, where we met with Ann Middleton, the associate director of Wild Coast.
When we were looking at the video, that shocked us to see how many tires are in there. Why are there so many tires in there?
No, that's a good question. Cal EPA estimates that 3 million tires a year are transported from California to Baja because we don't want to deal with them.
3 million tires a year. Think about that. That's just in Baja alone. Ann explains when people are done with their tires here in California, they often get shipped to Mexico where they get a little more use.
People buy used tires and use them, but they're worn down, so they get discarded there too.
The closest tire recycling center to Tijuana is in Mexicali, so the tires become a burden in many Mexican neighborhoods.
So in a lot of these unincorporated, informal neighborhoods in Tijuana, there is no centralized waste collection. So not only is there not recycling trucks that are coming by and picking up your recycling, but in a lot of cases, there's no trash collection either. So community members don't have a choice, and a lot of the trash is just thrown into the canal and then the rain sweeps it away.
But as we know, there's no away when it comes to trash. It all ends up somewhere. The tires clog up channels and create this monumental environmental problem.
Now, those tires in Tijuana don't just stay on the Mexico side. Here along the border in San Diego, look what we're seeing here, a giant pile of tires just sitting there. A lot of them have been here for a while, and they're toxic.
Tires are made up of a lot of gnarly things, not just rubber, and when they're left behind in the environment like this one, they can leach poison actually into the groundwater, into the environment, affecting the biodiversity. They're not easy to dispose of.
As Wild Coast staff tries to clean up in Mexico, they are tasked with lugging tire after tire.
We don't think about where things come from, and we don't think about what's going to happen to them when their lifespan is over.
They look for ways to reuse or upcycle them. They use them to build retaining walls. Some are used in playgrounds as swings in lower income areas of Tijuana.
And if the U.S. is going to continue to dump tires on the Mexican side of the border, then I think we should support them in having something to do with that. So we're not in this endless cycle of tire trash on both sides of the border.
And since tires need a specialized recycling facility,
we would love it if the U.S. government and or the Tijuana government could come together and fund a tire recycling facility in Tijuana.
Until then, Wild Coast and many environmentalists keep sounding the alarm that this cross-border pollution just can't be ignored any longer.
Yeah, they're cleaning so much. They're trying to keep up with all that trash that ends up in those river channels. Here in San Diego, if you want to recycle your old tires, don't know where to take them, you can go to the website wastefreesd.org. Type the word tires in the search bar, and then tire recycling centers near you should pop up. We will have a link posted at cbs8.com. Just click on the link to this story.